This is me 1 year ago, right before I turned 20.
Crazy.
I had absolutely no idea what I want to do in life, so I decided to change that.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Just after a few weeks, I started an online business. And actually, it was the easiest thing in the world. After a few months, my brand got insane recognition, and money was flooding in like crazy.
Easy money.
And out of nowhere, some rich guy discovered my brand, and then I sold it.
And now I'm a 20-year-old billionaire. Obviously, this social media type of story didn't happen, but I still turned my life around. From being a student to nearly building my own brand as of today. But let's go back to November 2024, where it all started.
I just came home from a random Friday after school, and I didn't know that this is going to be the day where my life is going to change.
What is it about that? Nothing really, those are just 5 bullet points I wrote down as a 15-year-old that I wanted to achieve when I'm 20. Obviously those didn't happen, but I got 5 new unfair advantages you want to hear to build your own dream life in your 20s. Let's start. I was a few months into my last school year and I had pretty much no idea what I wanted to do in life. And there were the 2 usual career paths on my parents' mind. Find a basic 9 to 5 or go studying. And I wasn't particularly interested in neither of those. As you can probably tell, the 9 to 5 jobs in our areas are mostly handcraft jobs. And if I can't do something, then it's exactly that. I mean, look at me. Do I look like somebody that can fix his car on his own? Absolutely not. That's why I have my 2 amazing brothers that can do that. Thanks, by the way. I'm purely happy if I can get a nail into the wall. And what about studying? Yeah, after 14 years of school, you pretty much don't want to learn. And that's exactly what I didn't want to do. So I tried something out of the ordinary. I started posting reels on Instagram about my training, calisthenics, and then get more into vlogging in this YouTube kind of style. And now I'm moving more into social media marketing, more or less. I'm still not 100% sure if this is the right way and niche what I want to pursue, but I'm narrowing it down in the next few years. And you know what I also learned in the last few years? The fact that I've got absolutely nothing to lose. Like seriously, what have you actually achieved by the age of 20? A win in your sport? You can be proud of that, alright? But that's no crazy achievement. You also still live in your parents' home like I do, and they actually support you in every way possible, so you don't have to really worry about money. And the biggest achievement might be, graduation. But let's be honest, graduation actually doesn't mean much a few months after school. In my opinion, you should ask yourself, what do I actually have to lose? Because you might try a few things and you will fail, trust me. And when your biggest concern is, oh, the reputation in my friend group, man, I can't fail, then you're in the wrong spot. What others think shouldn't really matter at all, because you're doing it just for yourself, to figure yourself out. And most likely it will take time and you won't find it immediately and you will go through stages. I'll explain more in detail later. Just stick around for that. I've got a question though. You will definitely lose time in that tryout period. Alright, you guys that have absolutely no patience at all, quick story time. As you probably know, I started YouTube around 1 year ago, and my reason absolutely was not to be a full-time YouTuber at this moment in time. It was a way different intuition, so I figured out that I want to be a videographer. I had no gear, no experience, and not a single idea how to properly edit a video. And now I produce insane racing content for a team on social media and get out a few side hustles on the way. But now I'm gonna answer the question. I didn't waste that time. I used that time to learn the basics of videography and editing, which are an insane amount of work. Like, they're so complicated, you can't really learn it in a few weeks, even months. And most jobs, work, or training take time. And that's definitely the reason why my videos already perform at such a high level. So don't look at things you did as a failure. They are absolutely part of the process, and your future self will be so thankful and glad that you did it. Now I get that out of my lungs, we can finally go to the next one. I want to bring my mom into that one.
Was willst du jetzt von mir?
I just wanted to include you. Alright, jokes aside. Very often my mom and I talk about the fact that so many people are chasing the dreams of others and not the ones they want to actually live. Like, think about it, you're just living the life of your parents and friends and not the ones for yourself, which to me is like kind of sad, because all that energy and time goes into nothing really. To give you guys a quick background to me and my story, I was an athlete and I retired at some point. I was doing this for me and I decided to quit that. And then I started making videos. Not for anybody else, just for me personally. I wanted to get better there, and it was just an interesting topic. Because I could say, man, I don't want to upload in 2 weeks and waste several hours on editing just for fun. I could say, nah, I don't care. But I do, because I like making videos, and you should maybe go in the same direction what you actually like. Mom, what is the next point? Sorry, let's just go to the next point, which is the 5th one, and not the last one, because I have a bonus one for you guys. But this one will have a big impact on you if you finally get it. Because literally, nothing's gonna help you more than the right people around you. Scott Galloway once said,
take your 5 closest friends who you hang out most with when you're a teenager and young adult. You're the average of those 5 people.
And I absolutely believe in that. Don't say you got nobody around you doing the exact same thing as you. Maybe not in town or the village you're living in. I also don't, alright? But on social media there are hundreds, maybe even thousands of people that do the exact same thing as you and would even want to help you. So go out there, talk to them, ask them, engage with them, and you will progress even faster. Trust me. Just don't be afraid. They already know the struggle, how hard it is having nobody that actually can guide you in some sort of direction in the same niche you are in. So if you finally got a chance to connect yourself with like-minded people, you will eventually experience the explosion of your learning progress. Let me show. This chart is pretty self-explanatory in my opinion. You have an insane comparison between learning alone and learning in a group. The difference is just exceptional in my opinion. And your progress will absolutely skyrocket. It's just a simple benefit for everybody. Alright, done. Bonus one. Yeah. This one might be a little bit difficult to take from a person that is only 20 years old, but I just want to say that the 20s are 100% gonna be messy. And my biggest goal is to absolutely embrace that time. Take every inch from it. And if you still know the part where I talked about, you won't find it immediately and you will go through stages, because that's exactly what's going to happen. There will be stages where you absolutely work your ass off, maybe overwork yourself, and you will then realize, man, that's just not possible anymore. Then you will have your party period with your friends and maybe you got a lot of free time. I like to call this time period the figure out yourself or who you are. I like that. And it's basically just about what you want to do and achieve in life. One big thing I can take away already from doing things like this: don't compare to others, especially in their success. because this kind of will kill your motivation. Just focus on what you already learned and improved in the last few months, maybe half a year, like my thumbnails, my titles, my videos, my editing style. I just look at those actually, or at least try. Like sometimes it's just not possible. Analytics. Yay! Another thing is some people just need more time to figure themselves out. Don't compare yourself to me that is 19 years old and maybe has already a way where he wants to go. Because actually, very early on in my teens, I basically tried everything. From music, from sports, from making videos, to sim racing, whatever, gaming. And that's maybe a fact why I already have such a good idea what I want to do. If you don't exactly know what you want to do yet, then definitely ask yourself, what is my purpose in life and what do I actually want to do? And what do I stand for? I want to help people, I want to put good videos together, and I want to be proud of that. Those are 3 points I'm always standing behind. But I can also say I'm just not 100% there where I want to be yet. And I also have room to experiment. Generally, I can't just say I'm looking forward into the future and what's about to come. And I like that. That was it. I enjoyed talking about that a lot. I'm proud of what I'm saying and what I'm doing. But if you have any other questions or want to know anything else, just drop them in the comments and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.